welcome. Pain for all. Pain. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we are hitting the reactor breach. We haven't done a mono red since we did mono red dragons, and mono red has kind of taken a hit in the last couple of weeks, months since the bans. I think green has taken over the aggro slot, really. I mean, green is very effective, but I think there's still some meat on these bones. And I think there's a couple of cards that are underutilized that people aren't thinking about, especially my dudes Full Bore and Pain for All and Memorial Team. There's some real powerful hits you can get and really hit out aggro that people are not expecting at all. So I want to get into this one. Before we do, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and that subscribe button, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who attacks you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. So make sure you do that. We'd love to have you become a villain. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We stream live on YouTube and on Twitch. You can choose either one. Hit the bell, you'll be notified when we go live or when we put up a new video. Get that notification squad going. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions. Is all there in Discord if you want to join us. And this deck and all the other ones that I built are going to be down below on my AetherHub. So you follow the link down below in the AetherHub in the description. Getting a lot of questions about that. I'll have to make it more clear. Everyone goes, where's the deck? It's right there in the description. Just follow that link. So, Reactor Breach. I never thought we'd feel a little bit of nostalgia for Mono Red. It really got when it lost Manifold, when it lost the mouse, and it lost, Monstrous Rage. I think it went away. And maybe we want a little bit back. Maybe we want to beat green at their own game. So first things first, we're going to talk about some burn here. I'm going to go a little easy on the burn. I'm going to do 2 Bolt Waves, 4 Burst Lightnings, and 2 Plasma Bolts. Plasma Bolt is an interesting one because this is a Void card. It would be better if it was an instant. It's a common, though, so it's easy to get. It's 2 damage to any target, which means it can target face. If you've hit the Void ability, meaning if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, meaning if anything died or was put in the graveyard or left the battlefield, even exiled, if it left, you get to do 3 damage. So kind of is a way to get a lightning bolt, a direct lightning bolt, similar to a bolt wave, except it can target creatures if you want it to. So relatively useful, and I did want to get it in here because I think it is a fun card. Other than that, we're going to go pretty stock standard. Bolt wave, of course, to trigger a little bit of prowess and do direct damage to your opponent. And lightning burst, or burst lightning for 1 red. Late game, we can hit it for that kicker to get to that 4, finishing them off right there. As far as our 1-drop creatures, we're going to have to go with the Hired Claw. Arguably one of the better red 1-drops right now. Monster Swift Spear is gone, so we basically have this. 1/2, whenever you attack with this Lizard Mercenary, it deals 1 damage to target opponent, and whenever anybody takes damage, you can pump it up each turn. Great way to effectively build board here. Great way to build boost, build strong creatures, and continually have that ping down. You'd be surprised a couple of turns attacking with this, how much pressure you can apply. Very useful. Also, good news, he's a mercenary. This is useful because a lot of people are running into Shot the Sheriff for removal now that Go for the Throat is gone. He is immune to Shoot the Sheriff. So remember that. A little bit of a useful tip on him. Dreadmaw's Ire, I actually really like this one nowadays as a replacement, as a semi-replacement to, Monstrous Rage. Now, you can only cast it while attacking, which is one of its downsides. You have to be attacking to do it, so you can't do it to avoid like a cut, like a stab or something that's gonna damage its power and toughness, or a negative. You have to be attacking. However, you get +2/+2 at instant speed and trample, so you can really push through damage. And when it damages, you destroy an artifact. Very useful against Azorius artifacts right now. A lot of people are running artifacts, so that is a great way to crack it open. Very useful card right there. However, the pièce de résistance, the new one that I don't think people are talking about yet, is Full Bore. Full Bore is really powerful. This is a replacement Monstrous Rage. It's not as good. I'm not going to say it's 100% as good as Monstrous Rage. Monstrous Rage had to be banned because it was so broken. This is fair, but it's powerful. One red, and a target creature gets 3/2. Instantly adding 3 damage to something, especially when it's not blocked, is insanely good. The fact that we can instantly add it and add toughness on there as well, so it can maybe even work as a blocker or defend against something, super powerful. Here's the extra trick. If that creature was warped in, it gains trample and haste at the end of the turn. I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that trample and haste on warped creatures, because we do have them in this deck. You'll see here that this is a 4-drop and this is a 5-drop. However, I want you to look at their warp costs. This is a 2 and that's a 3. I'm almost always going to cast these for warp. This is aggro. We don't want to wait till they get there. We want to get as much damage downstream as possible. So I'm categorizing them realistically as a 2-drop and a 3-drop. That's kind of why I've compressed them. Memorial Team Leader is a surprising card. I used it in my Boros deck, and it has been super effective. Now, this is the turn 3 that I'm talking about here. If you put down turn 1, Hired Claw, turn 2, Emberheart Challenger, turn 3, we warp in Memorial Team Leader. Now, normally it's 1 red and 3. It's a 4-drop for a 4/3, and during your turn, each creatures you control get +1. That's fine. Warp it in for 2, 1 red and 1, and then hit it with Full Bore. Now, this card is a 7/5 haste trample, giving +1 across the board to each of your creatures. Now, Hired Claw is going in for 2. They're going in for 3. This is going in for 7. That is 12 damage coming down range on turn 3. That is a serious hit. Now, it does go away. It exiles at the end of turn. You can't bring them back till turn 4. But if I am able to get out, let's say they're playing a ramper, they're not expecting this much damage, or, they attack, they don't have any blockers because they're not expecting that much pain to just go down range that quickly, that is where you get money in. Because if we've got them down by 12 points, if we've got them down potentially even lower, if we've hit with Hired Claw and Emberheart first, we've opened up with those moves. Maybe they're at 15 or something, or 14, and then we hit them for 12. They're going to be in range of a Bolt Wave or a Burst Lightning just to finish the game on turn 4. They're going to be so close to being knocked out that quickly by hitting Memorial Team Leader and pumping them in with Full Bore. That is the really interesting combinations that you can put on there to really, really bring a lot of damage down. I mean, 7 trampling on turn 3 is an insane hit, especially when you add the Anthem effect. We're also going to bring, as I said, Emberheart Challenger. I know mice are passe. They're out of contention right now, but man, Emberheart, honestly, standing up is probably one of the all-around useful cards because of Haste Prowess 2-drop for 1 red and 1. With the Valiant ability, whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time, you get to exile the top card and play it. Constantly having a flow of cards into your hand from red is just such a good color to keep that flow going, especially if you draw something great that can pump something up, like a Dreadmaw's Ire immediately, or a burn card that you can play right away, or even just that extra land that you need to play it down to pump that as you go. So those are going to be our main workhorse creatures, along with Screaming Nemesis here, is going to be the Hired Claw, the Emberheart, the Memorial Team, and Screaming Mimi. That is what we're going to want to push down range to do that damage right there. So I consider all these 2-drops, although technically this is the 4. We are going to run the Self-Destruct, and I want to talk about Self-Destruct because there is other ways that you can use these, especially with warp creatures, to get that extra special damage out of there. 1 red and 1 target you control deals X damage to itself, and then to any other target where X is its power. If you are doing that trick with Memorial Team Leader, you can instantly do a 4 damage. You can play it for 2 and then explode it for 2 more and do 4 damage. If you have a 5-drop, consider this. Memorial Team Leader into Full Bore, swing in, hit, and then self-destruct it for 7. You've got double the amount of damage right there. You do 7 damage trampling and then 7 damage on self-destruct. It's 14. Huge hit. So it's a great way to get out of jail. It's a great way to just get that last little bit of damage off and really hurt people hard with it. It's a useful card for all of these situations. The other trick that we want to do with this is we can run Pain for All. Oops, put that down here. Pain for All is a very cool card. Another Kavu right there. 1 red and 2. enchantment aura, enchant creature you control. Whenever this aura enters, enchanted creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target. So if you have a high power creature, it can deal damage to any other target. You can target a creature, you can target your opponent. Very useful. Again, if you have something like a Kavu, you know, a Memorial Team or a Dragon out, or even a Screaming Mimi, putting this on Screaming Mimi is insanely powerful. This turns anything into a Screaming Nemesis, basically. It turns into a Screaming Nemesis Junior. Whenever enchanted creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to each opponent. Nobody is expecting this. It makes it very difficult for people to attack and to block, because even if you're going in with a higher claw, or even if they're swinging in with a huge, you know, a huge creature, and you just block with Pain for All, it doesn't matter that he's a 2/2. If he gets 10 points of damage, your opponent takes 10 damage. Pain for All is an incredibly effective card, and if you stack it on something like a Screaming Nemesis, it does double that. So Screaming Nemesis, as we know, is arguably one of the best red cards in the game right now. 1 red and 2. There's a reason it's mythic rare. It's incredibly powerful. A 3/3 haste for 3. A spirit. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. If a player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. Unbelievably insane, because they get an emblem, and there's no way to get rid of that. If they're running life gain and you manage to bounce damage off of Screaming Nemesis, it's basically over. The fact that they can never gain life for the rest of the game, and that we're constantly hitting them with damage and burn, is going to just whittle the game down. If you can survive long enough, they're eventually going to lose, because their life total is just going to keep going down. So people are scared to block this. They're scared to attack when it's blocking, and it's super effective on a turn 3 swing out. Now, doing Pain for All on it doubles that. Don't forget, if you do the combination of Pain for All on Screaming Nemesis, if it takes damage, double that amount of damage can go to your opponent. Then you do something silly like put down Screaming Nemesis, put down Pain for All on it, and then use Self-Destruct on it. It's going to deal damage equal to itself, and then damage to any other target. You can do triple. This is the triple play right here that is pretty crazy. It deals damage to itself, which it craps out 3. Pain for All craps out another 3. And then Self-Destruct does the 3 directed damage that you did for itself onto somebody else. So you can turn into a Screaming Nemesis to make it do 9 damage if you really wanted to, which is pretty ludicrous right there. Yeah, so you can go pretty wide with that. You can pull off some pretty insane combos with Screaming Nemesis, Pain for All, and Self-Destruct all around. The point is, any way we can, any means necessary, let's get the damage down. Let's get their life total down. Let's stop them from gaining. Let's burn them up as quick as possible. We're going to finish it off with a Nova Hellkite. I know this is a 5-drop dragon, but I didn't think this card was much chop early on, but he is a great finisher. A lot of people are not expecting you to have 4 damage at instant speed. It's just an insane amount of damage to put down. Normally it's a 2 red and 3. It's a 5-drop, 4/5 flat flying and haste, which is very good. It deals 1 damage to target a creature opponent controls. Perfectly fine. It can pop out somebody. But again, warping that in on turn 3 is just insanely powerful. Even late in the game, warping in 2 of them or something like that, and then of course warping it in and then adding something like a full bore to it, and then it's 7 flying trample. Sometimes people can't handle that, man. Turn 4 7 flying trample is just a lot of damage for some people to deal with it. They just can't get it out. They're either going to have to remove it or they're going to get burned up. 22 mountains. You could go down 1. You could do 21. I was having a lot of mana issues with this deck during the game, and a Rockface Village. I would say that the biggest problem I had with this deck is that I had really bad variance. I had terrible mana draws. I either got none or I drew 7 in a row. I think you're going to have an easier time with the mana. That is going to be my biggest complaint, is that, and you're going to see my frustration here. I was really having trouble getting smooth draws. I either flooded or I droughted the whole night, so I think it's actually going to perform way above how it performed for me. 18 creatures: dragons, Kavu, lizards, mercenaries, mouse, soldiers, spirits, warriors, instant sorceries. 23 lands on a 2.1. You could take it down. Again, it depends on how smoothly you're going to draw right there on that. Reactor Breach, just basic stuff on the sideboard. I do have an Anti-Causal Vestige. I did run this occasionally. This is a not bad one. If you warp it in, it lets you put something down when it leaves, which is useful. But I also thought it would be a fun target to do Self-Destruct on, or Pain for All on, or something like that. So I tried it. You might see it in 1 or 2 games, but I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was that useful. It is a fun card to throw in there to throw people off. Possibility Technician is a nice Kavu that gets you cards off the top. Haste Magic does draw you cards. Reckless Ruckus does. I think pretty much anything. Crash Through is an also great way to draw cards. I think basically your sideboard, if you're running out of gas, get some cards into your hand, get some cards, swap in things that let you draw. Demand Answers, Demonic Ruckus, Haste Magic, and Abrade, of course, is a 3 damager, and of course lets you crack an artifact open for those effective times right there. So I spent a long time talking about mono red. You don't need to hear any more about it. Let's just play it. It's fast, effective, fun. It's a very different mono red than you used to. Let's go. Well, as we know, you have to bolt the bird. Okay, we do this, put down Screaming Mimi, no attacks. Frenzy Baloth. That's a bad idea. Unless he's got an instant trample. No, he doesn't have an instant trample. Good game. Nice. Okay. Delivering. My wheels on my chair are all fucked up. I'm gonna need a new chair soon. Oh, thank you, Shadow Shane. Plasma Bolt. Okay. I know better than to let that live. I know better than to let that live. For real. I know way better than to let that live, because he'll fucking Shelter by Ghost me. He'll Shelter by Ghost me so fast you don't even understand. We know better. Boom. Because he would Shelter by Ghost me so fucking fast. So quickly. Takes 2 to get it down. Okay. It's a hell of a run there. Timeline Crawler. There he is. Man of the hour there. Boom. My turn. Now, here is the cool trick. That's the cool trick. That shit comes out of nowhere. Snarling Gerherd. Vengeful Blood Witch. Pain for All. You do no attacks. Surveil. Interland. Star Scrape. I don't think he knows what this does. He could resurrect everyone. He could resurrect everyone there. If that's an animate everyone. No, it's not an animate everyone. He's going to gain some life. Boom, boom. Mill. Timeline Crawler costs him 2, but gains him 1. Nah, he's dead. He's dead on his feet and he doesn't know. Dead on his feet. Dead on his feet. None of this matters. He's dead where he stands. Dead where he stands. Because of the Timeline Crawler. Man, keep saying the word crawler over and over again is making me want a crawler. Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. We're 144 away from 20k, by the way, guys. 144 from 20k. Now we gain anywhere from 10 to 50 a turn. 10 to 50 a fucking... Here, let's do Pain for All. Oof. Let's do that. Pain Lizards. So it could be in 3 days. It could be in 3 days. It could be in 10 days. We don't know. Probably not 10 days. Probably shorter than that. But pain for all. Have some pain. It's for all. There you go. There you go. The pain is in fact for all. Believe it or not, it's for everyone. Yeah, I get so frustrated with Sheltered Hukao that I don't even try to put it. I try not to put it in my decks anymore. I'm so tired of it already. I'm so tired of its bullshit that despite it being an amazing card, I try to even avoid putting it in my decks because it's such bullshit that I don't even really want to be associated with it. Do you know what I mean? I don't even really want to be associated with it. Yeah, they used to. Yeah, because it's so effective. It's everything. It's everything you possibly could need. Let's do that. Let's wait. End turn. Stab generally, yeah, stab's probably replaced what you would generally say is replaced. Let's see if we can get a free degree booter. Boom. Let's kill you. I don't think we need to have you. Keep filling up the fucking thingy. Ember Heart. Boom. Okay. Watch, she's gonna shelter me just because I was bringing it up. No, it's Vav. Okay. Fuck yeah. Vav. Okay. Good stuff. Pain for all. So you have an instant removal. An instant removal, like a stab. So you have an instant removal right here. No, he does not. Draws. It's gonna stare at me. Wonderful. Boom. So you have a protection card. Corrupted Conviction, he cast it. Boom, 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 boom. Fantastic. Okay. Super Void. Ooh. Might as well hit him. Blood Witch. Overcaller Zealot. Let's do this. Let's do new attacks. Fail. Yeah, the bans were much needed. I will say this. The bans, we had to get those bans, man. We absolutely had to get those bans. We had to. He's got me by the balls here. He's got me by the fucking balls here. He's gonna sacrifice everything until I'm dead. The only way that I can, I should have killed Umbral Collar. I wasn't paying attention. He's got me by the fucking balls here. He's gonna exile everything that I have. Got me by the fucking nuts. Got me by the nuts right now. The only way that I can is if I get something to kill him. Warp. It really pisses me off when someone's on manual control and they just let their fucking their things go off. There's timeline crawler. There's one option here. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Down to one. If I pull a full bore, I win. If I pull a full bore, I get to win, unless this is a kill card at instant speed. Memorial team leader. Do that. Do this. Boom. Down to one. 1-1. GG. I like the light stall angel. I do think that that's a good one. People were clowning on me for saying angels were good, but I think angels are pretty solid. Solid snake. Okay. Put you with the bolt wave. Very nice. Is it gonna be life gain here? Or is it gonna be, you know what deck fell off terrible? Which is probably what this is. I've barely seen it, is the Una Reanimator. Hey, thank you for so much coming, Shane. I really do appreciate it, man. Always glad to have you here, man. And we're always glad to see you. Let's do this. Boom. Push in. Alright, Memorial. Boom, boom. Okay. I think this guy is cooked. He could run a board wipe. No, he's cooked. So we had the counter spell here. Boom. Okay. Okay. End turn. Even a board wipe. No, he's done. He's done. He's fucking roasted. Doesn't matter. Fucking roasted. No, he's fucking roasted. He is 100% roasted. Fear of imposters. Unless I'm completely missing something. He could not be more roasted. There you go. Star Force Sword, what nobody uses. Yeah, that's fucking diabolic, man. Fucking turn 2 shelter. Screaming Mimi deserves to be fucking that much money. Screaming Mimi is one of the most powerful cards in the game right now. It's ridiculous how powerful Screaming Mimi is. Yes, I am running Self-Destruct. Yeah. I'm running a couple of fucking crazy nonsense cards. Again, this is the first... I built this earlier. This is the first time I've ever... This is the second time I ran it. I have no idea if any of this has any synergy in it. We're going to find out, though. We're going to find out if there's synergy in here or not. We're going to find out together. Together, Damien. Let's do that. Bum, 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 bum. A braid. Bit of a waste. Oof. Screaming Mimi. Boom. Ooh, now he's talking. Now he's fucking swinging schmeat. Yeah, you didn't like that shit at all, huh? Okay, I got something for you, bro. I got something for your ass, huh? What you got for me? You got more kill cards? Slasher? Slasher, Boom Basher? That's fine. I got you, fam. Yeah, go in. You don't need fucking blockers. Blockers are for fucking dumbasses anyways. So, let's do... Swing? Creature can't block. There you go. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for there. People are sleeping on fucking that hasty boy, whatever his name is. People are absolutely fucking sleeping on that guy. The fuck's his name? The haste, the +3/+2 for 1 instant. It's ridiculous, especially the power it gives warp. I know it doesn't give trample by default, but damn, dude. It shits out so much damage. Oh, infinite guideline station. Wow, okay. Alright. That's great. I'm only buying 4 more packs of this. No, I'm sorry. 7 more packs and I'm done. I'm getting 1 more golden pack and we're finished. Oh yeah, there's stonks today, by the way. If you haven't been, go get your fucking stonks. Get your free gold. Get your free gold. It's just free gold. Apply directly to forehead. Head on. Apply directly to forehead. I never know whether to use gold or gems on that. I guess gems are more valuable. I might as well hold those up. But it's really only 10 gems. I forgot to get the free gold. I know. Full bore, that's the one. Yeah, full bore is fucking insanely powerful, dude. 2 full bores add 6 damage. It's basically a fucking lightning bolt. Like, it's really crazy how powerful full bore is. I know it doesn't give you trample or haste unless you're warped, but 1, you can just warp, and 2, oh, he's gonna play a removal on that instantly. He's got to. Wabango. There you go. Head on. Apply directly to forehead. Head on. Oh, he's got his own shit. Okay. Boom. Boom. And put a permanent value. Let's try this. Let's try that. Okay. Oof, oof. 1 mana wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. He's got green in here. Ah, there's the warp worm. He's gonna gain some life. The warp worm. Sacrifice. Boom. Does that. Nice. He's got a bolt wave. He's holding it up if he doesn't have the bolt wave. Hired claw. Wabango. We definitely do need to get some direct attacks. I think I need to add shocks into this. I think I definitely do need to add shocks into this. And he calls. I just felt like throwing him in there because he's spicy. I don't know how good he's going to do. Untimely malfunction. Oh, he figured out the trick too. He figured out the untimely malfunction trade. We almost had a fucking mirror match there. That was weird. Monstrous Rage with extra steps. Basically, that's it. And I think that that's part of... I think that's probably part of it, is that the part of the reason they banned it is they knew that that shit was going to be fucking ridiculous. More than Dreadmaws, I think Crash Through, if we have Full Bore and Crash Through, I don't think we need all of that. I think we do need Shock or something. Damage target. We definitely need to bounce our own damage. So maybe we just go with Burst Lightning. Hedron, apply directly to forehead. Okay, self-destruct and pain for all. It's a good combo there. Boom. Okay. Timely malfunction, we'll do that. Boom. Pop. Boom. Pop. Y'shtola. Screaming Mimi. Let's get him out there. Get him into it. So, pain for all with self-destruct on it is fucking huge, by the way. That'll do fucking double damage across the board. He's fucked. He's just royally fucked here. Yeah, he's just dead. Pain for all. Yeah, he's just dead. There's no recovering from this. Yeah. Too much. Call it Reactor Breach. Want to take it off-road, guys? We can take it off-road. I'm wondering how this is gonna do on against some other stuff. Against fucking total fucking control. Probably not real well. I mean, it moves quick, but it's a little different than what your stock standard would be. So. I go first. Okay, that's decent. Boom. What do I want to say? This guy's running fucking Azorius artifacts. Starting Tyrant, hard to say. Spyglass Saturn. We're gonna need a mana here soon. Full Bore should get us that mana. Interesting. This is going to be bounce, I think. Untimely malfunction. We don't have the mana yet. Gotta hit our mana. Pain for all. The fact that I can fucking lay out 7 damage right there is wild. That's fucking wild shit. Storm Chaser's talent. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, you need blockers, my dude. Let's go in. Yeah. Take that bounce. Well, mono red is certainly back in a way. Warp really helps mono red, by the way. Warp certainly fucking adds a little bit of schmeat. Adds a little schmeat on those bones. A little bit of schmeaty bones. Boof it, boof it. Boof it, 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 boof it. Pretty smooth curve here. And there's nothing better than a nice deck with a good curve in it. I'll be honest with you guys, one of my favorite things to see is a nice deck with a good curve in it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Removal probably. No, it's Free Degree Booter. It's my man, Free Degree Booter. I'm gonna go in. Bango. Who's gonna block? Dratma's Ire. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous how much damage you can put down. That's absurd. Fucking absurd. Day of Judgment. Yeah, he had to fucking do that. He's dead. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. Unless he gains life right now, he's fucking dead. He needs to kill that. It doesn't even matter. He needs to kill that and gain life. Nope. Cooked. Absolutely fucking cooked, man. Absolutely fucking cooked. That's how quickly you can get. I don't know. People are on green right now. I think they're sleeping on fucking full bore, man. Full bore adds 3 fucking damage, dude. To a prowess, it adds 4, bro. Hey, what's up, Odisha? Doing pretty good right now. And we didn't even get to break the reactor open. We didn't even get to go nuts with the reactor core. Ugh, that's a slow hand. We got to mulligan that. It's a little better, but it's not great. Actually, that's fucking worse. This is terrible. Pain for All's got to go. Yeah, awful hand. Awful, awful hand. Nova Hellkite. Nope. Anti-causal. Got nothing. Oof. Nothing, guys. Oh, they getting me good. They getting me real fucking spicy here. Throw you a bolt wave, man. Get those counter spells out your hand. He's got all interaction. I'm not doing shit, so he's a bit confused. Oh, I already know what it is. Yeah, we're pretty fucked here. He's not gonna let that out. It's, whatchamacallit. It's, the River Churn, Singularity Rupture combo. We're gonna leave. Horrible hand, horrible deck to play it this bad of a hand against. Absolutely no chance at all against Singularity Rupture versus, that shit that I fucking pulled is abysmally bad. Yeah, we didn't have any good cards either. We just had fucking all heavy shit. Just We gotta have some of those early support cards early on. This is best of one. I usually play best of one just to get a full sampling of what I'm doing here. Just to get a broad overview of what's going on. That's better. That's better. Ops goes first. Not crazy about him going first, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's do that. Okay. He might do Choco Kick. I don't know if he can do Choco Kick. Yeah, he's gonna Choco Kick. For sure. Wolf. Dang. Oof. Alright. Tifa Lockhart. Bomb. Pain for all. Boom, boom. Okay. Lenore Elves. Boom. Alright, here's where things get fucking interesting. Boom. Boom. Down to 4. I don't think he can fucking knock me out here. He can't Choco Kick me hard enough. Okay, so he could, but I'm gonna run over him no matter what, I think. He's gotta leave the blocker available, and I don't think he wants to. He's gonna push it in on me. He's gonna say, I don't care. I gotta push it in on you. Oh, okay. 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 And that would turn up to... Boom, that would be 5. Boom. Boom. Pain for all. Pain for all. Everybody gets pain. You get a pain. You get a pain. Everybody gets pain. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Boom, 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 boom. So basically, yeah, this deck does great. If it can draw smooth, if it can run smooth, if it can hit smooth. I ran into a lot of problems tonight with Reactor Breach solely on the basis of that it did not want to draw smoothly for me. It was real bumpy. I think that it absolutely can get out some turn 3 wins on some people, turn 4 knockouts, and has a lot of fun, interesting interaction. Nobody knows what Pain for All is, and that really messes people up. So I actually really like this deck, and despite having trouble getting it on its feet, because everyone was just killing everything, and then the shuffler was feeding me nothing but mana the whole night, I actually had a fun time with it. Believe it or not, I had a blast with it. So, you know, there's that. Take that to the bank. It was a lot of fun to play, man. And if you want a deck that's fun to play, this is the one for you.